everything. Play music in between. Tune in on Sunday to my underground scene. Talking music, you know what I mean. Tune in every Sunday, Chad's Underground Scene.
Hello, welcome. You are watching Chad's Underground Scene. I have a special guest today. Her name is Chloe Estelle. How you doing, Chloe?
Good.
We're going to talk about art, we're going to talk about music, we're going to talk about film, and we're going to talk about the underground scene. So, let's start out with a little bit about your art.
Yeah, I'm an artist. I love to create. I do writings and paintings and photography. I'm really into color and color therapy and what that says, what color says about people. So I use a lot of color in my stuff, and I love telling stories that don't normally get to be told about, autism, disability, asexuality. I'm all about representation and getting stories out there so that people understand that there's different, all these different people in the world with all different, lives, and so that we all have empathy for each other and love in our hearts for each other and more understanding.
So tell us a little bit about the art shows that you've showed your art at. We've done a couple together, you've done some on your own. Let's go over some of that, and one of them was super underground. We did a pop-up together.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
There was this cool pop-up I did at the Old Town Pub, and I got to sell my photography, and there was a band playing. It was really cool stuff at this club, and there was a bunch of other artists selling stuff. It was really cool.
It was so fun, yeah. Just people having a good time and learning about art and learning about music and listening to music and just enjoying themselves. And the power of art and music in the underground is so cool. And hopefully soon all that'll be coming back again. I miss it. That was a great show that was put on by Loomis and his band, the Beatjackers, and just an amazing, fun time. And at the same time, I filmed a video, which was super fun. She was in the video,
yeah.
And so was her hero.
Oh, my service dog, Benji.
And boy, it was a good time. I filmed a video, I played, she showed her art. We did a lot in one night. It was amazing. And now we are going to break into another video that was filmed by B.C. Caldwell, who filmed the video at the club. He also filmed another video with my band Big Mess. And this video here is called COVID-19. Enjoy the video.
Ladies Club, you know the one that we are thinking of, where we love to go. It was really hip. You know I'll never get sick of it. We'll have some fun. We'll bash around, stomp around and get down to the sound. Living, I'm living. Living with COVID-19. Come on, people, won't you be our slaves? Do what we say now. Behave. If you don't like that, well, listen to the Cramps. Do the bird or do the sex dance. We'll have some fun and bash around, to fulfill my appetite. I'm a zombie virus from hell, that's true. You better be careful or I'll get you. We'll have some fun. We'll bash around, stomp and dance and get down to the sound. Living, I'm living. We're living with COVID-19. Living, we're living. I'm living with COVID-19. With COVID-19. With COVID-19. With
Okay, we're back. Tell us about some of the other art shows you've done. The one in particular that I'm interested in is Michael's Place.
Yeah, I did Michael's Learning Place. Their art show. They do this show every year. They're this charity that helps people with disabilities. They have all sorts of events and classes, and they help people find jobs who have a hard time finding jobs. And so it's really cool. They put on this art show where their students can show off different art they've created and sell it and make some money for themselves and for Michael's. And so I've done a couple years of showing off my photography there, and I normally sell out, which is pretty cool. And yeah, it's a really cool event.
And creativity is interesting. I like music. I do a lot of stuff with music. I dabble in art. I'm not as good as she is at art. Her thing is art and film and anything to do with creativity. Tell us of some of the other art you've done over the years, because since you were little, you did quite a bit of art.
Yeah, I've done a lot of art classes, art camps, all different stuff. I just love creating. I've done a lot of painting. I did a lot of like Disney paintings for family and friends, and I've done a bunch of photography. I love doing photography of people that don't necessarily like themselves in photos, and then I'll take like a great photo of them and they'll look at it and have more confidence about themselves and then ask me to do another photo shoot. That's pretty cool. And I just like yellow, so I'll sit like in a garden and wait for like the yellow butterfly to land on a flower and take a picture of that. It's just really fun. And then I combined my painting and photography for a little while, and I was painting on top of my photos. I love drawing trees. I love trees, so I just find any way I can to be creative, because I love creating stuff that makes me feel good and happy.
And tell us about film, because that's something you've been into for years. You've probably produced how many films would you guess?
Probably like over 100. In middle school I started film. I was like sick of the PowerPoints we had to do all the time, and I wanted to do something more creative, so I asked if we could do a film, and I did this one film project, and it was just so much fun that I kept doing it. So I turned anything I could into a story and a film. Settle down. He's excited.
Jax, he wants to get on there.
He likes to be
Jump in her lap.
He likes to be behind the camera a lot.
That's awesome.
When I make my films, my dogs get very involved. And so I went to film school for a little bit. I've been on a bunch of different sets and helped other people make films. So I did an internship for film, so I've made tons of stuff. And done book adaptations, original work, music videos. I've done everything.
By the way, this is
Fun.
Jax and this is
Yeah,
Albus.
this is Jack. These are my brothers.
It's pretty fun. So we are going to break into a little short film that you made. This one is called Last on the List. We're going to show that. That's some of her work that she did when she was a little bit younger. Enjoy the film.
I woke up as heavy as lead. An ocean of worry weighs me down in bed. But there's things to do, there's a life to live. Must ignore my stupid head. Friends float above in the wind. Bright balloons pulling them up while they grin. 'Cause there's things to do, there's a life to live. Must ignore the things I think. It's like walking around with a stone for a heart. People swimming in honey as your life falls apart. It's cold and it's dark and there's no way out. I felt like you once, I wish I could swim. Like walking around with a stone for a heart. People swimming in honey as your life falls apart. It's cold and it's dark and there's no way out. I felt like you once, I wish I could shout.
I want a people that I can call home. But why do the work when I'm doing just fine all on my own? And I don't mind being alone. I'm doing fine, be on my own. Sometimes I worry that people can hear what I'm thinking spilling out of my ears. I calculate what I'm going to say. Talking to people's a game I can play. I'm working hard to look like I don't try. But I get rosy when I say goodbye. It's probably true that I wanna be known.
Parades have been written on and you cannot heal, and you know you are not enough for him, enough for her, enough for all that you once were, enough for him, enough for her, enough for all that you once were, enough for him, enough for her, enough for all that you once were, enough for him, enough for her, enough for all that you once were. One day I'll learn to silence the noise in the back of my mind. If I crash, burn like everyone else, well I know I'll be fine. Taking my turn to hold myself steady and wait till I'm ready. Because I know I will be enough.
Okay, we're back and we're going to talk a little bit about film school and your friends at film school.
Yeah.
Because you actually gave me a friend of yours that did music videos, and she did a music video for me. So tell me a little bit about your school and maybe your relationship with her and how you guys met doing film.
Yeah, so that video you just watched, I made that in film school for my cinematography class, which is why there's not a lot of dialogue. And so yeah, I've made a bunch of films for classes, and I met a bunch of friends through film. One of them, her name is Severine. I met her in New York, and she's a dancer, choreographer, and filmmaker, and she combines all those and makes these wonderful short films and music videos with dancing. And so my dad's in a band and is always looking for cool ways to show off his music. And so I was like, why don't you hit up Severine and have her choreograph a dance to one of your songs, and she can film it and you can make a music video out of it. And so I talked to Severine, she was in, and I connected them, and they were so excited to do this project together. And then I think she made a really cool video.
Yeah, not only did she make a cool video, she did it in New York City, and it's super cool. And she submitted it to a bunch of film festivals, and it won quite a few awards in film festivals, and so has a lot of her other work. She's an up-and-coming, I think, really good film producer and director, and I think she's going to do very well in that business. She's also working now. She's out of school and she's working in New York. So everybody enjoy her video. This video is called Stop What You're Doing, and it's also an album called Legend. Enjoy the video. I know Jax is going to enjoy it.
I don't know what you're talking about. The way I feel makes me scream and shout. Let's go out, hit the town. You know I'm ready to join the crowd. Stop what you're doing. Tell me what you've done. Stop what you're doing. You say it's just for fun. Let's go out, call all your friends. The fun we have will never end. Get together, well, yeah, we'll scream. Such a great idea, what a cool scene. Stop what you're doing. Tell me what you've done. Stop what you're doing. You say it's just for fun. Stop what you're doing.
Hello, we're back. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I really did. I enjoyed all the different parts of it, and when she started the production and sent me different things to see how I liked it, and boy, it turned out great. So, tell us a little bit about the charity that you run.
Yeah, I'm the founder of a nonprofit called Autism, and it helps adults with autism, and we have a ton of services. We have a bunch of free content, and we also have all these cool events you can come to, and it's all about helping people in the disability community, especially those with autism, you know, find their way in the world. And because, you know, I have autism, and I found it, you know, there were a couple of things that I really needed, and I couldn't find it out there. So with the help of some really great people, I created Autism, and they do things that nobody else is doing, and I hope that more people start doing that.
Cool. So tell us a little bit about your talk show. You've had a talk show for how many years?
Oh, like 2 or 3 now.
Yeah, almost 3 years. Tell us a little bit about Starlight Talks.
Yeah, so I do this weekly live stream, which I've been on a break from, because after doing it for a year nonstop, I realized I should take some breaks. Every Wednesday night at 7 Pacific Standard Time, I do a live stream where I bring on guests related to autism and talk about something autism related. And so I've told tons of stories from all different people and all different people who have services for the autism community. And it's been pretty cool meeting all these really cool people doing really cool things through my show.
How do you find the show? Where do you view it?
Yeah, it's on Facebook, and I upload to YouTube as well. So if you go on Facebook and you look up Autism, it should be under videos on the Autism Facebook page. And if you're on YouTube, if you look up Starlight Talks, it'll be on that channel. This is my dog, Benji, my service
Benji.
dog.
We're inundated with dogs today. So also, how do you find the charity? If somebody wants to find a program they want to join, or if they want to join your charity, or just to talk,
We're on most social media. You can find Autism on social media, or you can visit autism.com, and that's our website. Or you can visit people working for it, so you can visit my social media, Chloe Estelle, and talk to me about it. I post stuff about it all the time.
Okay, so now we are going to break into a video, which is a little promo for her talk show, Starlight Talks. Enjoy the video.
Hi, welcome to Starlight Talks.
Well, then what's the purpose of saying there's a start time if it isn't the start time?
We also have to talk about our differences and how comfortable are we when be able to name those differences, maybe in our perspective, our cultural background, our racial background.
To me, what it comes down to is just knowing your limits and knowing what you can and can't do, while also continuously testing those because they change over your adult life.
That was always a misperception that people often have. I have so many of my colleagues always say, "Oh, Chloe's so timid, she's so scared." She's so, no, she's not. She'll talk when she has something to tell you.
I believe that sensory friendly is basically making accommodations or theater accessible, the arts accessible to patrons with sensory sensitivities.
If you understand what the experience is from the person, the child or the person on the spectrum of color, and how important it is.
I do Starlight Talks every Wednesday, and stay colorful. Bye.
Okay, we're back. Now it's time to wrap up. So let's go over everything from the top. We have art.
Yeah, I do photography and art.
We also have video.
Yeah.
I made some videos.
I write and direct.
She's been in videos.
I've been in a few, yeah.
We have music. I play music. I write music. She's starting to write music.
I write lyrics.
And she also puts music into her films,
Yeah.
which is amazing. Tell us a little bit about how much fun that is.
Yeah, film uses music, and it's tough finding copyrighted free music, and so I try to, support smaller artists. That's important to me because I have family that does music, and I think it's a great way to get music out there and hopefully get awards and help you who make music.
And then we have one thing in common. We both do talk shows.
Yeah.
I have this show, and she has Starlight Talks.
Yeah.
And film and the underground. We're both in the underground because that's where she shows her art. That's where I do my music. And that's where most things start, is in the underground. And that's why I'm doing this show, to support all the underground and give everybody a little lift and a little something to learn and see that's going on out in the world that they can't find on the commercial type of world or the whatever's going on around them.
Yeah, and we both believe that, that we don't have to be in competition with each other, that we can all help each other do better and work together.
Oh, absolutely, and make it a community. So everybody get out there, find some art, find some music, find anything that's creative underground and check it out and contribute. If you have anything that you do that's creative, don't be shy. Get out there, show it. Show it on the internet, show it out there in the public, show people what you got going.
Yeah,
it's
support
really
your
cool.
friends and family, support your local artists, support small independent artists.
And now we're going to run through the websites. So you can find me at chadcarrieracoustic.com, or you can find me bigmassband.com, or you can go to lordcashpockets.com and purchase any music that I have.
I'm Chloe Estelle on Facebook. I'm Chloe Estelle in Yellow on Instagram, so you can follow me in those places. I just joined Twitter, so I don't have a lot on Twitter, but you can follow me on Twitter too, as well. So, yeah.
And Artism.com.
And Artism, yeah, you can follow Artism.
And then you can find links in all the different websites. You could probably find links to all the other ones.
Yes.
So we are going to end with her favorite phrase at the end of her show. Yeah. So thank you all for coming out to Chad's Underground Scene. And what do we say?
Stay colorful.
Stay colorful. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
We talk about everything, play music in between.